D, at least the first day of Group D, will be decided at the conclusion of this map, and we'll finally be able to sign off and conclude the first day. It's been a long one. We've been going for, actually, what time is it now? It is 10:30. So we have at least been on this channel live for 13 hours.
What a good time.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Lots of games, lots of long games, lots of maps, lots of VODs to watch.
Oh, thank God we have chairs this time around to sit in when we cast, because otherwise my feet would literally fall off. You would have to put me in a stretcher to get me on the bus. 100%.
Well, Glaz and Hibana are going to be the bans on border, so the identical attacking operator bans, and actually we're 3 for 3 as far as matching bank so far. And now if they ban out the Echo, we'll go 4 for 4. Identical bans between the two maps. That was a quick one from Nora. Makes me feel like it's going to be an Echo. Hey, would you look at that? We are 4 for 4. What was banned on Oregon? I think Hibana was banned on Oregon as well.
You're asking me to think, and it's like 10:30.
I just wanted to see if we had the same bans through all 3 maps. But
no, it wasn't. There was an adjustment. I believe they actually banned out Ying. They banned out Ying on Oregon.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go.
No Ying on no Ying ban on border though, and that could definitely punish them because Hungary is one of the most notorious Ying mains in all of Pro League. The other one that people love to talk about was Super. Super no longer with Rogue. He's actually down in CO with Elephant Gang in North America. But Hungary going to be playing his most proficient operator, Ying, the Candela-wielding op that can stun absolutely everyone and has special glasses. Those glasses aren't just for looks, ladies and gentlemen, to where she can see through her own stuns. Such a prominent operator in the right hands.
Well, it's going to be an Armory Lockers and Archives defense to start things off for Nora-Rengo. Big shock. I'm really surprised by that. That's real meta shifting right there.
I don't think I've heard you put more sarcasm into words in my entire life. But hey, I will say though, they are getting a little creative with this. They are going to be holding down CCTV. This really is just preference between teams. There's some teams that really don't like it because you can get isolated very easily if the team knows what they're doing. Otherwise, it can actually be very proficient in trying to handle the pressure the offense is trying to put on the office.
Especially with a Ying in play. Like, I know Papilia is playing Jaeger. I know there's an ADS set up inside of CCTV. However, we have seen too many Ying clears of CCTV solo in our days to think that one ADS is really going to stop him and be burnt out. But easily. Sir Boss's drone is even slapped right back at him, but all the ammunition trading back and forth and not connecting on any intended target as it's this 75% hold, as our co-caster Kickstar would like to say, inside of CCTV, and a little bit of break room, but it looks like Penta are completely ignoring it for the time being, and Sir Boss will take almost half of his health taken away from him in a couple shots from Papilia, and again, this nice little prone peek hole there from Papilia, playing inside of the cubby, inside of CCTV, will try to do his best, at least being a nuisance.
Very smart angle. He punched out the back end and then just made a tight little spread of bullet holes. It's going to be very difficult to see from the other end of the hallway, but Raisel will find Sir Boss in the process of us speaking words. It's a tactical. Excuse me. As Revan will find Raisel, and Blaz is going to find one of his own. The diffuser will start to go down, but Waka will find Hungry trying to climb his way onto the bus. Papilia, though, will find Blaz, and Ramu going to find one of his own, as enemy is left all alone over here in Archives. So 1v2 situation. It's the Fragmite versus 2, and he's going to have to try and find these kills. The diffuser is down. There's plenty of time left. Penta being quite aggressive, as he will get found by Ramu, chilling inside of the office.
Oh, we're changing up the hand signals now, are we?
Oh man, it's a blowfish. I don't know.
At least they're having fun, man.
Hey,
like,
man.
I can't knock it.
You can't knock them, man. You can't knock them. These
guys are all stars.
It's really keeping us alive. I can tell you that. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. We're honing your guys' energy and we're using it for our own. So we appreciate it over here on the caster desk. But Hungry will be picking up the Ying once again, trying to keep the mantle alive. Trying to keep that fire burning in the fireplace at least. But right now, nothing really coming of it. He really didn't even show his face that last round at all, and he's actually going to go through with it as well. He's just going to show on his full face. No six pick, no nothing. He's like, hey, guess what? I'm bringing it.
Well, one of the biggest errors there in that round for Penta was really just jumping the gun. You saw they identified that there was a CCTV hole. They identified that they did not want to screw with it, and they all go for a full site rotation over to the archives push. However, they don't wait for the wall to get breached open because there's an impact hole, like there's a weird rotation they're dealing with, but it looked like they walked into a situation that was completely alien to them. They had no foresight on, but they just wanted to send it towards archives, and they were repelled quite handily. You saw Waka peeking out the locker sandwich window. Another one had died previously on that same window earlier on. And then it all just kind of fell apart on the site push. Great plays from Pilia as well on the Jaeger last time around, playing inside a CCTV. The first, he was just doing a little bit of damage to anyone crossing at the top of these stairs, and then looking in through the back fountain holes that were pre-made for everyone playing inside a CCTV to try and repel any kind of aggression in towards fountain. So a good setup there. A little quick on the gun there were Penta, so I imagine they'll try and drone things out and take things a little more, just traditionally, step by step. Make sure you hit all your progressions and don't overlook anything really, because Nora-Rengo have been hot at countering a lot of these mistakes that are being made by Penta so far in this best of 3.
Yeah, they really haven't taken anything too leisurely. Penta has been punished quite often, as you said. We'll see if that's going to happen again, because last time, at 1 minute and 40 seconds, practically everybody on Penta was already dead. As the first Kandala will rain inside of Fountain, and soft destruction will start up with the breaching charges on Hungary. So we are going to be taking the downstairs site. This is going to be Ventilation Workshop being played by the defense currently. Now, Mercy already picked up by the offense, so no more Bandit, no more Nitro Cell possibly. Waka jiggle peeking as much as possible on 90 hallway. Hungry going to find one of his own though. This is starting to fall into Penta's favor.
Prone peek hole here coming out from Waka, and Papilio will claim his first victim into Sir Boss, but he's lost a lot of HP in the process. Bloss though, whoa, what a shot by Waka as he shuts down Bloss. Still over inside a break room, and he's retreating backwards now. Revan not going to pull the trigger on the pre-fire, and it looked like he almost might have connected with Waka's head as the reticle of Zakog lined up perfectly just for a moment on that rotation. But now you still have top control to worry about for Papilia and Waka. Raysil still holding down site Pat. So it's Penta, and initially in a 5v3, now down to a 3v3 to try and work their way through and convert into a site take. Looks like enemy has made his way into the bathroom hallway with Revan close behind in main lobby. Try and push into this bathroom wall take.
Waka's so proficient with those murder holes that he's been making throughout this entire match. I mean, he uses those very, very well, applying pressure from almost undiscovered angles people really aren't used to. Kantala is going to rain down inside of site, though, as Hungry is going to do what he does best, get aggressive onto site with those flashes, and he's going to find yet another one, ladies and gentlemen. Waka will meet his fate. It's all left up to Raysil, and he tries to find the diffuser, and he will. Default plant spot going to get taken down by Raysil. Enemy not alive for too much longer. It's all left up to Hungry as he's going to try and hunt down Raysil up top, but Raysil is going to play out his life, and no, Raysil will actually put Hungry down as well. So much aggression out from Hungry, but it will come to no avail as the hand signals come out once again from Nora-Rengo.
Yo, who is the dude on the end? Who is the guy on the end for Nora-Rengo? Because that man is not having it. He is not having it. Everyone else in the squad is hyped up with the hand signals. That dude is just, he's in the zone right now.
I think that's Raysil, isn't it, with the red hair?
It's either, I think it's either Raysil or Ramu. I'm not sure.
Oh.
I forget from the lineup from this game.
APAC is so hard. Where's James when you need him, man? God.
Yeah, really.
James, we need you. Oh, man.
Just like Bank, it's Nora-Rengo off to an extremely hot start. Up 2-0 in quite the dominating fashion thus far. Heading now to their third defensive site in 3 rounds. They'll like to go to customs and supply room as opposed to bathroom. Tellers is a tertiary objective. kind of interesting. We've seen like a healthy split between bathroom tellers and customs and supply room as far as what that tertiary site is going to be. At least for Nora-Rengo, it's going to turn out to be customs. No mirror at their disposal, and they're not electing to bring a castle either for a top hold, so it looks like they're going to try and play this a little more fluid with constant rotations between Armory and CCTV. Where are these Valkyrie cameras going?
Narnia. That's where they're going.
Well, yeah, but are they useful?
Hey,
they were looking like they were going to hit.
That's for later. Right now, we know that he threw them into orbit. That's really what we know. They're gone as far as we're concerned, really. But going to be yet again another aggressive take by the offense. Pre-fire is coming out. Sirboss not going to make any contact with anybody, but enemy will start to clear upstairs with his drone, as he will find some enemy contacts inside of the armory area. Sirboss will do his Boy Scout best to try and apply some pressure upstairs, as Hungary will be right behind him with those Gandalas.
Walker trying to hold out, and you see him going for those jiggle peaks over and over and over again. It seems to be working out for him. He's trying to get a little more aggressive on these gameplays. And like we've been saying off rip, all we've ever heard from anybody this weekend is how great the mechanics are for Nora-Rengo. And Mario showing off at Metal Detector, whipping out the pistol, but he'd immediately be traded out by Blaz, looking down towards the stairs. And Waka's still 100 HP. You can see all the ADSs stacked, supporting Waka in his onslaught, at least the repelling of that. And Ramu's still holding CCTV.
With a notion that I touched on earlier, Waka plays very much for himself with his information, which is fantastic. He does such a good job on gaining information for himself. That black eye placement over on the other end is more than likely going to be able to keep him alive. The only issue right now is that he does not know that Hungary's inside of Sandwich. Nitro's not going to come out, and Hungary's going to hop out the window. He's going to take a little bit of damage, but he will be able to maintain his life. Minute 15 seconds left as Waka will rotate over to CCTV. Raiso going to find Blaz, though. No more buck, as Ramu will pop a couple shots. Revan going to find one of his own onto Papa, as it will be all up to Waka and his two compadres on site, as he will try and maintain this pressure upstairs.
Raiso moving down to bottom metal and now holding main lobby. We wait for the site execute to come out from Penta, and this is a difficult situation. You still have Hungry on the Ying, who had to bail immediately out of the locker sandwich window inside of Armory. Now thermite charge coming out from enemy onto the non-bandited wall. They'll open up the wooden barricade, but oh, there goes Waka on the flank, shutting down enemy inside of main lobby. That's diffuser gone as he tried to retreat out of passport check. Hungry trying to crouch his way in, silently maneuvering in. Candela's coming out as he triggers a Legion Mine inside of the small office, but he still nails the shot onto Rachel. He's got complete site control now, but no one has the diffuser. It's still inside of main lobby. Revan trying to retrieve it, but no, Waka's still covering inside of main lobby. He'll hit the deck. It's a 2v1, and Ramu will clean things up. Nora-Rengo up 3-0.
Nora-Rengo. Fantastic round once again. More hand signals. The hand signals are the key to victory, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody just needs to come up with their own hand signals as a team. And, I mean, Nora-Rengo really showing up right now. I mean, over the last 2 maps, quick math, 10 rounds to 2. 10 rounds to 2. That is not something to turn your nose up to. Nora-Rengo really showing up right now. And it's mainly prevalent in the fact that Penta's trying to apply so much pressure early on, and they're able to combat that so well. Waka is playing his life out so well upstairs, and he's playing with his own information. He's the man getting his own information for himself. That's incredible. That's incredible to me.
My biggest problem right now is that Penta, they start out as a group, but what it always comes down to is 1v1s. They always disperse, and they're always taking a 1v1 engagement. In every single gunfight so far on this map, it's been a 1v1, and you cannot do that against Nora-Rengo. I think we said it about 50 times so far this match. Nora-Rengo have been called some of the the most gifted mechanical players in the world by other pro players here this weekend. That's all we've heard. And you're trying to take 1v1s against them? I get that Hungary's trying to utilize the utility aspect as well with the Candelas, but you're getting outplayed on that part. You really you got to start to group up a little bit more and start to really try and play for the trades or play for the 2v1s on crossfires. take the bait, but push them into an angle that is beneficial to you. They're walking straight into Nora-Rengo's arms across the map right now.
Yeah, and Penta has the ability to really clean up that solo play. We've seen them play as a team before.
Oh my God.
Oh! Hello? What? Hey, guys, remember we were talking about mechanical skill. Waka is going to kill Blaz. All the way outside! Enemy! Going to meet his maker, Waka! Who is this man? Oh my goodness! You can't do that to people! Oh my God!
Throws all 3 Valk cams out towards the west entrance and picks up both Blaz and enemy, and those are the 1v1s that Waka wants to take.
What a madman.
Hit nothing but clean shots. Well, a minute in, it's a 3v5 for Penta to work their way out of with no breach and no soft destruction other than Sir Boss's remote detonated charges. We've got Revan with the Diffuser in hands right now, and the only smokes available to the team. This is probably gonna have to turn out to an all-out rush. I'd imagine Archives. I don't imagine them trying to contest through the armory door with no possibility of breaching the wall.
Penta isn't even in the passenger seat right now on this map. They're in the back of the bus. They're the farthest from the driver's seat they can possibly be, and Waka is capitalizing on that. I mean, just click heads, forehead. I mean, really, that's it. I mean, the MPX is not good at range. All you gotta do is hit him in the head, and Waka really proving how prevalent he is in this gun skill.
Well, this is a key fact here. I thought the armory wall had been fully reinforced, but instead they left the right panel soft once again. So that affords Sir Boss some maneuverability here, and he's able to ash it open. But now Waka dropping to the deck and heading to ventilation with a nitro cell in hand. He's not going to be taking those primary engagements anymore. He's going to leave that to the rest of the team, and he's prepping the doors to see if anyone goes for the rappel. But it's a 3-man stack currently for Penta as they try to push their way in through the armory wall outside of CCTV. And there go the Candelas from Hungary, launching him out, and he's going to rush straight through the hole that his Ash had made. 2 blind, trying to go for 3. Hungry will get them all. Looking in for 4. Hungry, he gets the Hungry! Hungry, you are absolutely wild, and Penta bring one back.
Oh my goodness, there is a reason, ladies and gentlemen, that you ban Ying away from this man, and you're gonna see it right there. So prevalent, can bring them all the way back from the depths of hell. And wow, what a round right there. Literally, all of Nora-Rengo is stunned right now. If there is a way to light a fire under the rest of your team, it's putting them in the backpack, and Hungry is gonna put them inside of the backpack of Ying.
So, Kix has a very famous 8-second ace from a very, very long time ago, very early in the day in a ranked game. I'd like to know the amount of time that ace took, because there's no way it was more than 10
actually.
seconds.
It was 4K. That kill on the Archives was not his.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Roll back the tape, baby.
It was an ace?
It was an ace.
Okay, I'll believe you. I believe you.
He hit the 1-tap as soon as the head peeked the corner.
I thought I thought Rev behind him got it.
Yeah. All I saw was Hungry in the kill feed.
Okay. All right. All right.
I'd like to know the time on that, though.
Yeah, that was insane.
That was probably one of the fastest Pro League aces I've ever seen.
If there's one man that literally just feeds off of chaos, it's Hungry. Like, he's like, all right, I caused this mess with my Candelas, now I'm going to shoot everybody in the head. Ha ha ha. Just, yeah, that's really it.
I'd also like to say I stood up so quick on that one.
He almost broke the desk. It was very close.
The desk,
yeah, it was very close. He actually knocked my monitor over.
I knocked my monitor over too.
Yeah, we honestly, for the tail end of that, we could not see what happened. We just heard Hungry kill things, and we're like, oh, that's an ace! Like, oh man. If they have that on tape later, I'm sure that ESL or Ubisoft will release that so you guys can
That's what I want. I would love to see like some clips posted on Twitter of us just losing our minds while casting, because it happens way too often.
You and I, even at this point in time, have way too much energy to be paired with each other. It's just not good. Like right there, I know for a fact somebody at home was like, my ears are now bleeding. Rest in peace, headphone users. But that will set the tone for...
It was worth it.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Tell me that wasn't worth it.
Yeah, you guys cannot tell us that it was not worth it. I better see that everywhere. I better. Clip that, Mom. Like, come on. Ridiculous. But if there is a way to set a tone for the rest of the map, it will be that clutch from Hungry coming out. Now, they slowed down quite a bit, trying not to get initially fragged by the likes of Waka once again, as Waka will take an aggressive peek. Enemy's going to spot him out. Revan's going to be able to clean that one up. looks to be that Penta is trying to set a standard for the rest of this map as they will get the initial frag onto Waka. Now, Papilia inside of CCTV as well will be the last op trying to play in the depths of CC as Blaz with a one-tap. You can hear it ring across the entire map, the report of that AUG. As a Kandala will go down inside of CC, and Papilia very smartly will rotate downstairs.
Getting out of dodge ASAP as his supporting cast there of the CCTV hold kind of fell around him. There wasn't really a lot of contention from Nora-Rengo there. Not a single hit point of damage has been done to the side of Penta. Now they are in the 5v3 advantage. Someone said 6-second ace, by the way. So that's wow. That's not bad. That's not bad. All right. All right. Well, there's a minute remaining in this round, and we'll see if Hungary can recreate a little bit of the success he had from last round. Blaz right now with the AUG.
This is one gun that everyone argues on IQ is not good. I personally love it. I love it over the 5.52 Commando. I think the AUG is a much better weapon with the ACOG as well as the flash hider rocking on the IQ. And he's really showing prevalence with it right now. As again, Nora-Rengo has done so well off of playing off of these little punch holes that they love to make. And he's actually going to light up Rev into a very, very low health margin. But the Kandalas will rain through again. And it's absolute terror by Nora-Rengo as bullets are flying absolutely everywhere. Raisel will go down. It's all left up to Merciu against 4. Revan gonna get the plant down, but no, Hungary once again with 2 kills. The man is going absolutely nuclear here on border.
Yeah. Not a lot to add to that one. Round 6, the final round in the first half. It was a 3-0 lead. Stokes is dying. It's a 3-0 lead for Nora-Rengo, now slowly evaporating through the hands as Penta on a resurgence have brought 2 back of their own. Ventilation Workshop with the defensive hold for Nora-Rengo now in their last defensive stand, lest we go overtime on map number 3. Didn't look like we were headed to overtime 2 rounds ago.
No.
Now Penta putting up a much better fight, and Hungary has come alive on the Ying.
Again, with a lot of these teams, it is momentum-based. All it takes is just a little bit of something to light that fire, and a 6-second ace is definitely nothing to turn your nose up to. There's one thing that's going to try and force your team to do better, is you getting a 6-second ace and looking at everybody else and going, hey, where were you? Okay, you're going to let Walker with an MPX at 100 yards take you out? Really? So that really was more or less the fire that lit Penta. And Hungary with 11 kills through 5 rounds. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I think the only margin I've seen as of recent that's been close to that was actually Gotcha at USN on Villa. He had 10 kills through 4 rounds.
10 seconds to
which was ridiculous. Double digits in 4 rounds. Disgusting.
5 seconds
Could we say that Hungary is having fun with Ying? And maybe people should kind of, no matter what, auto-ban Ying against Hungary. Don't even give them the option.
Look, these kind of bans have went back for a while now, you know, just preference bans. And Ying being not only a prevalent operator in the likes of herself in anybody's hands, but the one man in the world that is arguably the best Ying in the world. You don't take it away from him for one map, and he literally murders your entire team with said operator. That's like playing up against Empire and going, oh, we didn't ban Ashe and Joystick killed us all.
I wonder why.
Just ban Ying, forehead.
Well, speaking of the Ying, Hungary utilizing one of his breach charges to bust open trip while in office. So Penta alternating the strategy for the offensive take on their last offensive round. They've gone back and forth between an office take and an armory side take through CCTV. They've had mixed success with both on the clear, but again, it's going to come down to Penta. Are they going to get too separated from one another? Or are they going to realize that this 3-man stack inside of office is probably the right call when Waka comes to peek you?
Yeah, I will say the main thing right now, all memes aside, besides, okay, an immediate refrag. Waka going to go down, but Papilia going to find Revan. That will be the Capital as well as the Valkyrie off the board for those respective teams. But the main thing I wanted to talk about was the fact that earlier on, Ying really did not have any presence. Hungary had no presence on Ying for those first initial rounds. And now I really feel like it might just be the fact that he doesn't get to play Ying that often anymore, and he really just had to get warmed back up into what he was trying to do. But Either way, 3-2 is the scoreline currently, as Penta is trying to bring it back here on border. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last map of the day. As you guys can see at the top of the stream, you see Penta with a light bar as well as Nora-Rengo with a light bar, meaning they both won maps previously, border being our last one. Oregon going 7-4, and Bank going 7-2 respectively.
Well, 4v4, less than a minute to go, and they've got this castle barricade. Really the last line of defense for this bathroom, and it might not hold up better than a napkin, honestly. This looks like it's going to get ash charged straight open, and enemy is actually going to be thermiting directly onto the wall that Ramu is playing. No mute jammer at the base anymore. Thermite charge will detonate, so not even needing that bathroom control. And Ramu could honestly just slip his way into the bathroom stall and wait it out and try and come in for a flank, but he's going to hit the deck with the shotgun. Oh, he saw the drone, but he actually didn't spot it. Now here come the Candelas. Hungry rushing in again with the Candelas.
You're going to see him?
Got a guy blind right on his feet. And there goes Ramu. Another man advantage established for Penta. Enemy pushing in to try and get the plant. They have the hatch cover going down, and Mario is able to rip through Blazos. He tries to push through. He's got two, but Serbos will trade out Ray, so they have to go for the diffuser. Papilia just covering inside of Tellers. Ducks inside the doorway. They have to go for the diffuser. There's no time. A great stall out there for Papilia inside of Tellers to not take the engagement until the last possible second. And Nora-Rengo will take the first half 4-2. Slowly withering away at that momentum that Penta was garnering, and now they will swap sides. Penta will head to the defense, and Nora-Rengo 3 rounds away from headed to a date with evil geniuses tomorrow.
Well, the good news is that there is no Ying on defense, so Nora-Rengo doesn't have to worry about that. That hasn't been added to the game yet. So
there's a smoke, though.
Yeah, there is.
We all know how good Hungry is on smoke, as well as Ying.
I mean, come on. It's Hungry. I mean, that's like looking at Canadian and being like, okay, what operator are you gonna ban away from the man? He's got like 7. You know what I mean?
True. Well, first defense, just like Nora-Rengo for Penta.
He's got 12 kills.
3 lockers.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a little top heavy right now.
It's top heavy.
He's a little top heavy. It's a little top heavy. I can't go much higher than that.
Don't ask how I do it.
I don't want to know.
12-3 though for Hungry. Hell of a scoreline by him. That's a KD of 4. KD of 4 right now on border, which is insane. And we're going to see really what he's going to try and finish out with. That's only through 6 rounds, ladies and gents. That's maintaining a 2-kill average per round, which is absolute insanity. If you're maintaining a 1-kill average per round, that's excellent. It's very hard to be consistent inside of Rainbow Six Siege. If you consistently get a kill per round, hats off to you, my friend.
Well, it'll be up to Nora-Rengo to try and close things out, or maybe it's Penta to try and go on another run here. And still at a 2-round deficit, so they don't want this lead to turn into a chasm. They want to try and claw this thing back one by one and keep it extremely close, obviously. Nora-Rengo have the opportunity to head up 3 rounds here. Possibly be a death sentence really on border with such a balanced map. You know, we've been talking about maps like Clubhouse, Villa, where, you know, it's one-sided or another, or Coastline, where it's one-sided or another, and border, I think, is probably the most balanced map out of the Pro League set. Consolate's been swayed.
Not stat-wise.
Side.
Not stat-wise, at least, for a offender-defender round. Yeah. Again, it's Oregon.
Is it everything just defender-sided right now?
Yeah, it's just the meta. I mean, it's an information meta, and the defense just has so much more information ops. I know everyone's gonna hate me for this, but the main information op that was on offense was Lion, and we don't have him anymore because he got permanently banned because Lion is an insane operator. So you take that away, and then you institute more information ops for the defense, and this is what you get. You get a defensive meta. Bada bing, bada boom. I just picked it apart for you. I'm not gonna remember this tomorrow.
Hot take. It's hot take.
You think that's a hot take?
Hot take.
Oh, come on.
Minute 20 remaining in the round as Blaz will get overhealed now. He took a little bit of damage upstairs on the defense, and no one really providing any resistance downstairs. Papilia botched the impact on the lifeline.
I don't think we talk about it.
I think it hit the metal bar thing in the way.
Unlucky.
He's trying to go for the ping where the Jaeger was a Sir Boss who was bouncing around inside a fountain. Also, bottom portion of that floor is not destructible, but Waka will claim his first victim on the attacking side, this time playing Ashe instead of Valkyrie, as he was on the defense, and Revan will fall. Sir Boss has now been downed inside of Fountain as well, as Mario's taken a significant chunk of damage. Papilia will clean it up with the other lifeline impact, and another one for Papilia as he jumps in through trip wall, holding in at main door. You got Ramu, Raysail, and Papilia all looking to pile in towards offices. They have the fountain control. They have the 4v2 now as Hungry ripped through one an enemy with another one at a wide peak. A 5v2 turns into a 2v3 just like that. Oh, and he's able to down the man out on AC, so it's a 1v2 here for Hungry. Impacts go flying in, but the plant is completed successfully. Mario will drop all the way off AC, and Ramu is going to try and go for the revive. So right now it's Raysail in a 1v1 technically up against Hungry. Point blank range. If Hungry can accelerate this process, he might be able to stick on the defuse without anyone being able to come up. But now Mario's made his way back up to AC, and Hungry slowly maneuvering his way into Archives. On the opposite side of a deployable shield, right up against him. Hungry wins it out point blank range. 20 HP remaining. Turns the corner, and he's going to sit on the diffuser as a bait. One rushes straight through, and Mario will close it out. There's the 3-round lead for Nora-Rengo once again. Looking to take things away in this best of 3. 2 rounds away from setting their date tomorrow with EG.
A date with the Blue Demon. I mean, EG was absolutely nuts earlier today, but Nora-Rengo definitely showing that they should be at the Invitational. Waka especially has been a massive impact player today for Nora-Rengo.
Shouts out to APAC all day.
Yeah.
Fnatic takes down Reciprocity, one of the best teams in North America right now.
They've improved so much since last invite. It's ridiculous.
Mantis, a team that everyone counted out,
disregarded.
Put up a wonderful show against G2. And now we've got Nora-Rengo taking Penta the distance and honestly within inches of walking away victorious. So a big day for APAC all around.
Yeah, as little as this means, you guys have definitely impressed Flynn and I can tell you that 100%. It's been a very pleasant surprise. I'm very excited.
I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm happy. That is the one thing that, I mean, we talk about this all the time. APAC previously was behind a lot just because they're in and of themselves unscrimmable to the outside world.
Yep.
The ping is just too high. You cannot play those matches and get a valid, bearing of where you're at respective to the other places inside of the world. Yeah, exactly. It's 200 plus ping, which is absolutely unplayable. So this is really the times where they get their most information, and Nora-Rengo is insane right now.
I mean, they've shown up at the last 4 lands they've been to. I mean, Atlantic City, they put up a hell of a fight against Rogue, and that was the first real inkling of us seeing what Nora-Rengo was capable of. Paris, they did pretty well in groups. I think they went 1 and 2 in their group. Then, obviously, the surprise upset at Rio against Rogue, so they get their rematch and they come away victorious in Rio, so they go to the semis in the seasonal final, and now here in their group that was deemed the group of death by a lot of fans out there, Group D, very, very strong group, up against a tough opponent in Penta that have been on a resurgence lately in EU Pro League.
Attackers have located
they're within 2 rounds of walking away with it.
And honestly, I know that we love to talk about a specific player on land. We like to talk about Skies on land. The man can go absolutely nuclear. But I think we have to start talking about Waka on land.
Waka in general.
Because I mean, honestly, there's been a lot of discussion about other players on the Nora-Rengo team, especially Ramu. Everyone's like, well, Waka, he's a fragger, but he hasn't been fragging as hard as he had been previously. And I think it might be a discussion point. Waka on land is just disgusting. He is so good. It's insane.
Well, I think the biggest thing for Nora-Rengo is they're approaching what I believe Empire has done, and I know we're getting way analyst-y here, but there's not a lot happening in the round, unfortunately. Waka's making his way up the West Airs, but it seems like they've kind of pulled what Empire has. It's not just Joystick and Karjeka fragging out anymore on Empire, it's now the whole team showing up. The depth is important.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that across the entire plane of existence that is Pro League. I mean, Reciprocity came in for North America, APAC has the boys right here, Nora-Rengo, and then for EU, I mean, you can really argue, I mean, Penta is kind of like that. There's a couple other better instances, but as we are going to be entering the last minute here, we will cut the chit-chat as enemy will start things off right for the defense. Rainbow will hit the deck, and not in a good way, as enemy will follow that up with Papillia as well. And Ramu's actually down. It's going to be Waka against Revan, but Revan will win this one out, as Blaz will confirm that Ramu kill. It's going to be all left up to Mario on Repel. And he's just going to run away, which I would do as well.
Yeah, we were busy talking, and all of a sudden it was 5v5 with a minute left, and 30 seconds left. It's a 1v5. So Mario, yeah, he's just going to chill. And I imagine everyone on the team is just talking right now, using this as a free 30-second timeout. Mario's just going to hold the angle and pad his stats if anyone dares jump out at him. But yeah, he's going to give us the lean wag, and we won't be seeing any weird facial hand gesture things this round. But,
you never know. You never know.
To draw back with him one as they repel the aggression on the Archives take. I was surprised that Waka was allowed to sit top metal for so long. It just never bore any fruit. He just kind of stalled out at the top of the stairs, tried to push in, whiffed a lot of shots, close range with an ACOG.
Yeah, he got into beepers or metal detector, whichever you call it respectively, but he got inside and really nothing happened of it. He tried to take the gunfight against Revan, and Revan just put him down. I mean, that was really the whole story that entire round from Penta. I mean, every single gunfight just went their way. Did not lose a single op for Penta. So that was their first perfect round. Nora-Rengo is not really winning their gunfights. And again, that is the thing that Nora-Rengo thrives on, is winning their gunfights. They don't rely that much on utility. They're more or less, hey, I just need the information, and I'm going to peek. That's relatively it.
Use as many bombs as they can.
So we will get back into the map after just a tiny little bit of a break right there. But 5-3 is the current scoreline in favor of Nora-Rengo. Penta trying to bring this back from the depths on the back of Hungary after such a fantastic offensive set by him.
Well, back down. Ven Workshop for Penta to try and continue the run and keep themselves alive here. They're drawing back within one, but the death grip is awaiting. Nora-Rengo 1 away from match point and series point, 2 away from wrapping the whole thing up. So Penta gonna have to look to try, or look to play, sorry, as flawlessly as possible. And it's kind of hard to do when you're going up against the likes of Waka and Mario and Ramu right now, who are clearly starting to heat up a little bit. Cooled down in that round. Again, things getting a little ahead of themselves and progressing extremely quickly. But on the defensive half anyway, it looked like everyone on Nora-Rengo was really showing up to play.
Yeah, firing on all cylinders was the Japanese squad. But, I mean, their main thing right now is that they do thrive off winning those gunfights. And if they can't do that, then everything just falls apart, as you saw in the last round. So, main thing right now is going to be going back to that information game and try and let your entry fraggers thrive. They've been doing well all day. There's no point in not having confidence in them, especially the man you see on your screen right now, Waka.
Ripping down as many wooden barricades as you can, at least in the onset, because later on it'll reveal your intentions really as far as a sound cue and letting them know your positioning. But get them out of the way early, don't have to worry about them later, and that'll provide some visibility. Late round, Papillia looked like he wants to pop open the double barricade and the single barricade. So 2 castles fall in 2 seconds, one on the double door from main lobby to waiting room to main lobby, and then one to the bathroom hallway. Papillia busting open the wooden barricade and the barbed wire at the same time. So efficiency seems to be the Japanese way right now for Nora-Rengo, as they look to maneuver their way in from the office and archive side and push their way over. Rainbow6 going to be thermiting out Revan as he's going to drop the hatch and hit the deck immediately. And this drone from Papillia, though, will spot Sir Boss in the depths of archives, in behind the bookshelves. There's not really anywhere to go. He's going to have to stand and fight and win this out. Blaz will take down Mario from down below, hitting the deck now, and it's an easy trade out there, as it was a flank coming in from Blaz at the top of these stairs. Ramu will take down Blaz as well, so quick man advantage back in the favor of Nora-Rengo, and he's got another one as Waka coming in detention in this sea of wooden barricades. Got a ping directly in front of him, I believe that was on enemy, but he'll fall back to the objective.
You don't see that many wooden barricades too often. Usually if they're going to try and barricade people out of sight, you will just see someone pick up the castle and dedicate a lot of that either downstairs or upstairs, respectively to whatever site they are trying to hold. But they have dedicated quite a few wooden barricades over here inside of the customs area, just trying to prevent walking, give them sound cues. Ramu going to find one of his own, and it's going to be all left up to Hungry and Revan. Would you have it any other way?
Revan going to cut down Ramu and bring it back within one as far as the man advantage, but he whiffs the shot onto Papilia, and now it's Hungry left in a 1v3 as smoke. We've seen the 6-second ace. Can we see the 1v3 clutch? No, Racer will shut him down. Nora-Rengo on match point, series point. And the hand signals come out once again. 1 round away from wrapping it up. 1
single round means the difference between going up against EG tomorrow or falling to loser's bracket. Just depends on if they're going to allow Penta to get back into this. Penta, tall task ahead of them, 4 rounds, or actually even more than that, to try and bring this one back, as Penta will call a tactical timeout. And honestly, this might be just a little too late to try and pull them back from the depths that is this current round count. They have to win 3 initially to push this OT, and they have to win 2 more after that. So 5 rounds need to be won by Penta to bring this back.
5 out of the next 6 rounds for Penta versus 1 round for Nora-Rengo right now, or another 2 in overtime should Penta complete the comeback. But it's time to go flawless here for Penta if you want to push this to OT and have a chance at even walking away with the victory through 3 maps. It's been a wonderful best of 3 so far, a wonderful matchup between the 2 teams, and trading momentous moments back and forth, honestly. Waka with incredible display of mechanical skill, Hungry with the 6-second ace. Incredible clutch situations for both teams, panning out and falling just short. It's been a remarkable game to wind things down.
Yeah, definitely can't have any argument of exciting things to cast over, can we?
No.
But I think that the main thing right now is the fact that Nora-Rengo has very, very unique takes on their maps. They more or less put Waka off on his own island and let him do his own thing. They let him play solo quite often, especially as you guys saw in that last one as he took detention all by his lonesome, worked his way over towards site, just trying to cut off some rotations. But more or less, it is Waka off on his own while the other team works on a few other things on the other end of the map, even though they still do have sometimes either Mario or Papilia flex off to another area of the map to where they can also do the same, which it's worked out very well for them because Penta is a team that likes to rotate a lot on defense, and they are consistently cutting those off with their offensive plays, and that's really what's been punishing Penta so far.
Do or die, Penta look to go back to the ventilation workshop and hopefully don't have their top hold deteriorate at such a speed as it did last round. 6-3. 1 possible round. Could end it. I kind of want to see Penta pull this back, though. Push overtime.
It could definitely happen. I mean, again, would you have it any other way? I don't think there's a better way to end mine and your first day at Invite. We're at Invite right now, Flynn.
We are.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Very much are.
That's wild.
Yep.
I mean, there's a lot of things going on right now. It's Invite. The matches today have been absolutely insane. And I mean, this match to wrap it out, another best of 3 going the full distance is definitely a way to end the first day at Invite. Well, we're not done just yet, ladies and gentlemen. Still haven't gotten out of the woods, as they say. Bandit will get spotted out. Bandit tricking from upstairs by Mario. As he is the sledge. He can't actually bounce a frag grenade down here, but he's going to bounce a frag grenade onto himself, and I think he's going to destroy his drone in the process as well.
Yep.
Unless it rolled away. Actually, it rolled away enough. A little bit of that lip up there on the skylight will prevent any damage happening to his drone.
I'm just glad he didn't cook that, because that would have been the biggest F moment in chat. And Waka's going to take a little bit of damage here as it's a peak battle between Sir Boss and Waka, and Sir Boss wins out the initial engagement. Drops Waka down to about 60 HP as he ducks inside a small office, and turning the corner is Hungry, playing him behind half wall, and immediate trade out by Papilia onto Blaz. So down to a 4v4 real quick, and a crouch peek coming out from enemy. Not going to land a single bullet onto Papilia as the thermite charge successful now onto Trip Wall, trying to push in through office.
Legion's such a big op for this defense right now, just due to the fact that Nora-Rengo plays so quickly. Those goo mines definitely having a lot of effect on these takes, but Blaz going down this early is only going to allow for a handful of those goo mines to be able to find any of those ankles on the players of Nora-Rengo. Well, Papilia moving up into 90, going to grace the backside with his presence as he does peek into Armory. And they are just staring down the barrel of the defense right now, trying to really figure out what they want to do with this offense. Things have stalled out quite a bit, as it seems like the call is to shift things over to the tether side of things.
Pushing into the bathroom hallway, and you have the top pressure from Ramu as well. So he's pushing in through Fountain. He's going to trigger that Elysian Mine on the opposite side of his reinforced wall is Revan, but he's turning the wrong way, looking out towards Radio Desk. They play ring around the Rosie, and Ramu's got him dead in his sights, and he'll shut him down. On 5 HP, though, almost a great reactionary shot there from Revan to keep his team alive, but now they're at a man deficit. Couple slightly damaged attackers from Nora-Rengo, and extremely damaged Ramu right now in a peak battle back and forth on a prone hole. An enemy will lose that out. Raisel down to about 20 HP, so the asphyxiating bolts, or sorry, the toxic babes coming out from Hungary could prove to be detrimental to Nora-Rengo as they try to push in, but Ramu upstairs will shred through Sir Boss. The 1v4, and Hungary has no chance. Nora-Rengo to the winner's bracket against Evil Geniuses tomorrow. The hand gestures, APAC coming up huge today. Group D and day number 1 rounds out with Nora-Rengo taking it 7-3 on border.
I mean, honestly, my main thing right here is, where's the rest of Penta? Where? Hungary was the last alive in so many different instances on offense and defense, and he had the most kills. That means something is failing with the rest of the team, and they're going to have to try and review this to handle it for tomorrow, because right now, it's not looking too hot. It looks like the Hungary show currently on Penta.
You see the handshake coming out, and that was a well-fought game, another long one, another 3-mapper. It's been a fun day. A lot of very, very close games, and those are the most heartbreaking ones to see, especially that Reciprocity Fnatic one, with how close Rec came on that first game to come up just that short. So unfortunate for Penta here. They